Welcome to this modern luxury home for a quick tour with me.
Open the door, let the sunlight pour.
While the design is stunning, the real story here is the high-end construction and craftsmanship that you don't get to see from the surface. From the hidden cost of the high ceiling and the basement engineering, the floor plan layout, appliance tech, window selection, and this unique neighborhood, I'm here to share with you what's really going on.
14-foot ceilings make us want more. 天窗落下光，像银河穿过长廊。Skylights shining like stars all along. Custom windows bringing daylight in. Every corner waking from within. Every line was built to redefine. 每一道线条都写着理想模样。5 suites, 2 levels, dreams in motion. Open spaces, endless emotion. Feel the rhythm rising tonight. Welcome home. दुनिया सारी खुल रही है. LaCantina sliding to the other side. Golden sunsets on the deck below. सपनों का जहां अब यहीं. Kitchen fire coming alive. Roof and sub-zero setting the vibe. Every heartbeat says don't let go. Down below the sunlight finds a way. 9-foot ceilings changing yesterday. Family room and glasses raised up high. Wine and laughter filling up the night. 3 more suites and stories still unfold. Private spaces wrapped in warmth and gold. Tree shadows sway across the universe. 树荫摇晃整个宇宙。这一刻梦终于拥有。Walk to the park, let the world slow down. School bells and dreams all around. Welcome home.
Hidden costs of a 14-foot ceiling. This luxury home features massive 14-foot ceilings on the main floor, creating an incredibly grand and airy feel. While visitors are blown away by the look, few realize how soaring ceilings exponentially drive up structural, seismic, and labor costs. As an agent with an architectural background, let me break down why. Standard 8-foot walls rely on basic residential framing like 2x4 studs. But with a 14-foot ceiling and a 40-foot span in the living room, the size of a badminton court, these walls don't become more stable. Instead, they act like high-set sails, making them much more vulnerable to lateral forces from wind and earthquakes. To handle that load, you have to upgrade to dense 2x6 studs, heavy-duty engineered wood, or even structural steel, all reinforced with industrial-grade seismic ties. To match this scale, every door and window must be custom oversized. This instantly elevates a standard residential build to commercial-grade specs and budgets. Beyond materials, the real budget black hole is logistics. At 12 feet, tradespeople, carpenters, electricians, plumbers, painters can't use standard A-frame ladders. They require scaffolding or rented scissor lifts, which kills efficiency and jacks up labor costs. Furthermore, standard 8-foot drywall can be carried by hand and moved in a regular van. For 14-foot lumber, drywall, and massive custom glass, you need heavy-duty freight trucks and often a crane just to unload on site. So, high ceilings aren't as simple as they look. Building a 9-foot deep basement. Now let's head downstairs. Many people mistakenly assume basements are cheaper to build, but it's actually the exact opposite. In Palo Alto, building a basement typically costs 1.5 to 2 times more per square foot than above-ground space. While the main floor might cost $600 to $700 a foot, a basement easily clears $1,000. Yet, buyers love them because basement square footage doesn't count toward your floor area ratio (FAR) limits. In a prime location where land is gold, it's the ultimate way to maximize your home's footprint. However, opting for a 9-foot basement ceiling introduces serious engineering hurdles. To get a 9-foot net clearance, you actually have to excavate nearly 11 feet deep. Since Palo Alto has a relatively high water table, digging this deep often requires 24/7 dewatering pumps, soil nail shoring walls, and high-spec waterproofing membranes costing tens of thousands of dollars to fight hydrostatic pressure. To eliminate that dark subterranean feel, you need lightwells. In this home, every bedroom and family room opens to a lightwell or courtyard. Paired with oversized doors and windows to let the sunshine pour in, these structural cutouts add significant cost. Moisture control is also key, requiring high-end concealed ERV dehumidifiers and multi-zone HVAC. Add in strict seismic and acoustic codes, often requiring a 1-foot thick foundation and double-layer soundproofing boards, and costs soar. Even pouring the concrete for a 9-foot pour requires upgrading from standard pump trucks to massive, expensive boom pumps. So, when you see a basement this bright, airy, and livable, know that it represents serious high-level engineering. Why reverse floor plan might be the best layout. When buying a home, do you automatically assume bedrooms belong upstairs? Interestingly, seasoned luxury homeowners prefer having their primary bedrooms on the lower level. Here is why: our bodies naturally sync with daylight and activity cycles. During the day, you want expansive, sun-drenched spaces for cooking, dining, and entertaining. Leaving the brightest, highest floor for public living areas perfectly aligns with how we actually live. At night, you want a quiet, private, and cool sleep environment. Since heat rises and cool air sinks, downstairs bedrooms are naturally a few degrees cooler, ensuring a much deeper sleep. Plus, moving bedrooms downstairs completely frees up the upper level. It allows for dramatic double-height ceilings, vaulted roofs, and romantic skylights. If bedrooms are upstairs, you lose all of those architectural possibilities. While this specific home already has incredibly high ceilings and abundant light upstairs, this layout showcases a space designed truly around human wellness. The pinnacle of kitchen appliances. Did you know Sub-Zero and Wolf are actually the same company? Sub-Zero handles refrigeration while Wolf handles cooking, but together they are the gold standard of luxury real estate. To me, Sub-Zero is the absolute peak of refrigeration. It costs several times more than standard brands because of its dual compressor system. The freezer and fridge have entirely separate cooling loops. Air never mixes, meaning no odor transfer. Your ice cream won't taste like onions, and your fruit won't smell like frozen meat. Wolf applies that same professional rigor to the range. Their patented dual-stack burners feature 2 tiers of flame. The outer ring hits 20,000 BTU for intense searing, while the inner ring drops to a steady 300 BTU for simmering delicate sauces or melting chocolate without burning. You get high heat and low simmer with zero compromise. This home features a 48-inch Wolf professional gas range and a built-in Wolf microwave drawer. While many new builds are switching to induction due to local building codes, this home preserves the gas setup favored by chefs, though switching to induction is easy if desired. Ultimately, a kitchen reveals a home's true build quality. Standard brands mean basic specs. Premium brands mean a healthy budget, but Sub-Zero and Wolf mean the developer spared absolutely no expense. Understated luxury doors and windows. Let's talk about the windows and doors. Because brands aren't obvious at first glance, windows are where builders usually cut corners, but they are also where true quality shines through. In the Bay Area, you often hear of brands like Milgard, Marvin, or Andersen. Andersen is the benchmark for high-end residential. This home uses premium Andersen casement windows that crank outward. Casements cost significantly more than standard sliders, but they offer far superior ceiling, insulation, and ventilation. More importantly, these feature solid wood interior frames. Real wood interiors elevate the texture, thermal insulation, and visual warmth in a way that vinyl or aluminum simply cannot match. It's a premium detail many buyers might miss initially, but the builder invested heavily here. Another standout features is the LaCantina panoramic folding door in the living room. If you aren't familiar with the brand, they make the ultimate wide-span folding door systems for luxury homes. Known for their signature narrow style and rail profiles, they maximize your glass view. When the weather is nice, the entire wall folds completely away, seamlessly blending the living room, dining room, and backyard into one massive indoor-outdoor entertainment space. The charm of Barron Park. Finally, let's talk about Barron Park. While it's a well-known neighborhood, it is truly one of Palo Alto's most relaxed, tight-knit hidden gems. Here is a fun piece of local trivia. Back in the 1930s, a Stanford professor brought a herd of donkeys here to entertain local children. One of those donkeys, Perry, actually became the real-life inspiration for Donkey in the movie Shrek. Though Perry passed away at a ripe old age, the neighborhood proudly keeps the donkey-keeping tradition alive today, and neighbors regularly bring their kids by to visit and feed them. The vibe here is incredibly unique. You are steps from Stanford, surrounded by tech executives, professors, researchers, and even Nobel laureates. Yet the neighborhood retains a rustic, laid-back feel. Many streets completely lack bright streetlights or cookie-cutter sidewalks, draped instead under massive heritage trees. The lots are large and highly private, offering a serene, hidden oasis right in the heart of the city. The location is also unbeatable. It is tucked far away from the noise of Highway 101 and the Caltrain tracks, yet remains incredibly convenient. It's particularly ideal for families with high schoolers. Gunn High School is just a short walk or bike ride away, completely avoiding the hectic commutes across major arteries like Alma or El Camino. Barron Park's true magic lies in this rare balance. It blends Silicon Valley's brightest minds with a slow-paced lifestyle of donkeys, ancient trees, and quiet lanes. It's a combination you rarely find anywhere else in the Bay Area. I hope you like it here too.